YouTube was founded on February 14, 2005, and since then, it has been the home for billions upon billions of video clips and various forms of media. It leaves behind remnants of people, events, and places long gone. It is a digital imprint of moments from the past. It often hides dark secrets, news clips, and personal videos of tragedy, mystery, and murder. A collection of some of the most creepy, mysterious, and disturbing videos on the web. This is the internet's darkest media.
Thank you. And welcome to the dating game. And we'll get right underway. It's time to meet our first three eligible bachelors for game number one. And here they are. Good luck, gentlemen. Well, let's see. Bachelor number one is a successful photographer who got his start when his father found him in the dark room at the age of 13, fully developed. Between takes, he might find him skydiving or motorcycling. Please welcome Rodney Alcala. Rod, welcome. Next, we welcome
I'm a drama teacher, and I'm going to audition each of you for my private class. Bachelor number one.
You're a dirty old man.
Take it.
Come on, over here.
Oh, honey, we ought to go out and boogie.
After choosing her date on the popular game show, The Dating Game, Cherry Bradshaw decided not to go on the date with bachelor number one, the man she had selected, as she had felt that after meeting Rodney Alcala, she found him creepy. Little did she know that her gut instinct may have saved her life. Rodney Alcala had a dark secret. On November 9th, 1977, Rodney Alcala murdered Jill Barcombe, an 18-year-old girl from Oneida, New York, and disposed of her body on a dirt path near Mulholland Drive in Los Angeles. This dating game episode was filmed in 1978, so Rodney Alcala was well on his way to being a serial killer. Alcala was sentenced to death in California for 7 murders committed between 1977 and 1979. He also pleaded guilty and received a sentence of 25 years to life for 2 further murders committed in New York. He was also indicted for a murder in Wyoming, although the charges filed there were dropped. While Alcala has been consecutively linked to 8 murders, it is believed that he may have been involved in at least 130 homicides. On the night of February 8th in 2023 in West Baltimore, Maryland, the driver of a suspected stolen car sped off as officers approached it, leading to a high-speed police chase through the streets of Baltimore City. The CCTV shown here shows the evading car striking another car at the intersection of North Avenue and North Wolfe Street, sending both cars into a sidewalk and into the building, with the impact causing it to collapse down on the 2 vehicles. At first glance, it looks like a bizarre crash into an old, decaying Baltimore City building. But if you look much closer before the impact, you will see 54-year-old Alfred Fincher standing on the corner in front of the building. He was pulled from the debris, but pronounced dead on the scene. 5 other people, including 2 in the stolen car, were injured and hospitalized. The driver of the vehicle, 33-year-old Sean Lee Brunson, was charged with stealing the vehicle.
It's sad to say that that's someone's either daughter, mother, whatever, both, child. I think it was kind of a hit, and something happened. Something went bad, and this is like a rural area, so they just wanted to plant the body somewhere else besides wherever the hell they were from.
Haverly lives across the street from where the body was found. When Newswatch 16 asked him again what he thought, Haverly continued to talk about mob or gang-related killings.
It would be like a place where people from the city would want to put a body because most likely they wouldn't be found.
Haverly also spoke about his mother's possible reaction to troopers finding a body near their home.
I'm guessing like my mother, she would be concerned, and probably a lot of the other neighbors would be concerned.
The body of a woman had been found in a creek in Bradford County, Pennsylvania. As the news spread, a reporter from CNN affiliate WNEP-TV in Scranton found a man who happened to live right across the street from the crime scene. This man was Matthew Haverly. While speaking to the news, Haverly talked about mob and gang-related killings in the area, going so far during the interview as contemplating what his own mother's reaction would be to the discovery of a dead body just across the street from where they lived. Little did anyone watching this news interview know, the woman found dead in the creek was Haverly's 60-year-old mother, Patricia Haverly. According to her autopsy report, Patricia Haverly died from multiple blows to the head, and her body was wrapped in a large black tarp and dumped in that very creek. Matthew Haverly pled no contest to the death of his own mother. A year later, on May of 2019, Matthew Haverly was sentenced to incarceration in the Pennsylvania State Correction Facility for 3.5 to 14 years for the murder of his very own mother.
Hi everyone. Okay, this is a shout out. It's supposed to be a video response, but things not working, so I'm going to try to do this. I've actually been trying for several days.
While Annette Keller was starting a YouTube channel about crafts, her husband, Peter Keller, was busy filming his own videos.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before we finally drop out of society, fully commit to this. This is probably going to be my last video until after that. I just wanted to get one last video in before that time. So far, I'm come to terms with it. I'm doing okay. It's starting to accept it. It doesn't really freak me out anymore like it did sometimes. Today is probably the nicest day it's been in a long time. As you can see, I have about 3 loads left before the final. Been doing pretty good lately, getting about 2 loads up a week, about 100 pounds each week now of supplies and material.
His videos were much different and much more sinister. Peter Keller spent years building an elaborate bunker within the Rattlesnake Ridge Trail in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains in Washington. In his video diaries, Keller described his unhappiness with his life and family and his plans to eliminate them. On April 23, 2012, Peter Keller shot and killed his 41-year-old wife, Lynette, and their 18-year-old daughter, Kayleen, as they slept. He also shot the family's dog, Dino. Afterwards, he tried unsuccessfully to set the house on fire and then fled the scene. Detectives finally connected his disappearance and the murders together and set out to search for Peter Keller. After a 22-hour standoff, SWAT team members used an explosive to blast through the roof of the heavily fortified hideout to enter the bunker. Once inside, deputies discovered the body of Peter Keller, who died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His videos describing his journeys to end it were found in his bunker. One of the most notable disappearances in the last 30 years is that of 21-year-old Maura Murray, who disappeared on the evening of February 9, 2004, after a car crash on Route 112 near Woodsville, New Hampshire. Before Maura Murray left her university campus, she emailed her professor and work supervisor saying she was taking a week off due to the death in the family. But according to her family, there had not been a death in the family. At 7:27 p.m., a woman reported a car accident on a sharp corner of Route 112 adjacent to her home. A passing motorist asked the woman driving the car if she needed assistance, and she declined, claiming to have called roadside assistance. That woman was Maura Murray. Upon arriving home several minutes later, the motorist reported the accident to emergency services, and at 7:46 p.m., law enforcement arrived at the scene. Her car was still there, but Maura Murray was gone. Maura Murray was never seen again. On the 7th anniversary of her disappearance, a YouTube video appeared on a channel called 112 Dirtbag. 112 happened to be the route that Maura Murray disappeared on. In the video, a man is laughing hysterically. It was said that police eventually got involved and that the man behind the video, Jeffrey Alden Olson, was somehow involved in the disappearance. Despite the creepiness of this video, police could never actually find evidence to tie Olson to the crime. 21 years after her disappearance, the whereabouts of Maura Murray still remains a mystery.
Person that was living there?
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
27-year-old Lauren Giddings was reportedly missing on June 30th, 2011 in Macon, Georgia, after loved ones said they grew concerned when she failed to respond to texts and phone calls. Giddings grew up in Maryland and at the time of her disappearance had just graduated from Georgia's Mercer University School of Law. The WGXA news crew was standing outside of the apartment complex when they interviewed Stephen McDaniel, her neighbor, about the disappearance. McDaniel had lived next door to Giddings for 3 years and was a member of the same Federalist Society chapter as Giddings. When the news crew member tells McDaniel about the discovery of a body part in the trash can nearby, you can see the expressions on his face turn. Little did the WGXA news crew know, they were interviewing Laura Giddings' killer. According to McDaniel's own admission, around 4:30 a.m. on the morning of June 26, 2011, wearing a mask and gloves, McDaniel used a master key to gain access to Giddings' apartment. McDaniel strangled Lauren Giddings to death with his own hands in her bedroom. He would dismember her body the next day in the bathroom with a hacksaw. McDaniels discarded Giddings' remains in a dumpster on campus. He discarded her torso in a trash can outside the apartment complex. McDaniel pleaded guilty in 2014 and was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison. In 2018, McDaniel's father, Mark McDaniel, started a GoFundMe to raise funds for the legal expenses needed for an appeal. The GoFundMe page was promptly taken down. It's clear that stupidity runs in the McDaniel family.